My child, hear me. I come upon a trembling wind, where golden light splits the dimness of your thoughts. The air around you quivers, as if recognizing my presence before your mind can name it. I am Archangel Gabriel, and I speak now because silence would leave you vulnerable. You have walked with questions that echo beneath your ribs, you have felt the heaviness of something unseen tug at your peace. Do you feel it, this sudden shift? The flicker that dances behind your eyes is no illusion. I have pushed aside the veil so you may receive what has long been hidden. Though my arrival is urgent, beloved, do not fear. My wings unfold around you, luminous and resolute. I see the thread of your destiny trembling, strained by a shadow you have tried to ignore. Someone once tethered to your trust has stirred again. Their energy rises like smoke, reaching for you. Listen to every word, precious soul. What comes next will demand your full attention. Message 2: The residue of betrayal. My precious one, I draw closer. When I gaze into the space around your heart, I see shadows clinging like dust upon a forgotten mirror. They tremble when my light touches them, residue from a betrayal you have tried to bury. You may sense it when the world grows unusually quiet, when memories surface without invitation. A name may echo suddenly, or a feeling of pressure may settle over your chest as though someone is trying to speak through time. I hear the whisper of your guarded thoughts, you doubt what you feel. Yet I tell you with certainty, this shadow is real. Its thread winds back to a person who once stood within your trust. Their presence lingers at the edge of your energy, curious and unresolved. My child, speak your truth to me, even silently. I listen not to the voice of your lips, but to the cry of your soul. There is more, so much more, hidden beneath this returning presence. Message 3: The one who returns. Beloved soul, the figure you once welcomed with open faith, steps once more toward your path. I see the memory of them inside you, soft at first, then sharp, like glass beneath skin. Your heart recognizes their approach before your mind does. They move quietly, careful not to disturb what you have rebuilt. Yet their silence trembles with something unfinished. I feel your breath catch, your thoughts flutter, confusion, anger, sorrow. It is natural, my child. You gave them a place of trust, and they fractured it. Now, they circle your life again, drawn by a pull they cannot resist. They remember your kindness, your light. But they also remember what they kept hidden, truth they feared to reveal. Do not turn away from these feelings. Let them rise. I am here to guide your discernment. What returns now may open a doorway, but not every doorway is meant to be crossed. Message 4: The pain still lives. My child, the bruise upon your spirit has not faded. I feel the ache beneath your strength, the place where betrayal still breathes. You have carried it bravely, yet its imprint lingers, affecting the quiet hours of your heart. When discouragement comes without reason, when trust feels heavy, it is because this wound is not fully sealed. The one who approaches you again has stirred spiritual interference around you. Their thoughts reach for you, though words have not yet been spoken. They hope to enter your world gently, so you will not recognize their true intent. But your soul feels the disturbance. I hear the faint tremor in your energy, the uncertainty you try to silence. Beloved, listen carefully, these signs are not coincidence. There is purpose in their return, but also danger. Allow yourself to remain open, yet guarded. I stand beside you, wings outstretched, urging you to notice every subtle shift. Message 5, Cliffhanger. Beloved, lean closer. The shadows around this returning presence move unpredictably, like a truth trying to hide from the light. They reach for you with a sweetness that once felt familiar, but their intentions are tangled in secrecy. I see a sealed memory they are terrified you might uncover, a truth that would change everything you believed about them. My voice whispers through your thoughts now, steady and unwavering. Precious soul, what they bring is not what it seems. Cliffhanger. Message 6, Hidden Motives. My beloved, I speak again. The one who returns approaches with words polished smooth, crafted carefully to soothe your defenses. They seek reconciliation, yes, but not from purity. I see letters unsent, messages written then erased, promises once offered but abandoned in fear. Their longing for you is real, but so is the truth they conceal. They are torn between confession and self-preservation. This duality stains their aura, it flickers like a candle in a storm. You may feel confusion rising within you, an ache that echoes old tenderness. Fear intertwines with hope, forming a knot at the center of your chest. My child, do not ignore this. What they hide could fracture your peace again if welcomed without caution. Message 7, The Conflicted Heart. Precious soul, there is longing in them, deep, unresolved. Yet beneath it lies a trembling fear. The truth they keep is heavier than their silence. They wonder if revealing it would ruin them, or set them free. They imagine your face, your voice, the warmth you once offered. They feel your absence like a wound. But their heart is split, honesty wrestles with pride, regret with secrecy. I see visions of broken promises stored like locked boxes in their memory. Some were made to protect you, others to protect themselves. Their energy approaches you like a ripple across still water, careful, hesitant, dangerous. You sense this, even now. Confusion stirs at the edge of your awareness. Trust the feeling, beloved. It is your intuition stirring to life. Message 8, Guidance Through Fog. My child, I will not allow misdirection to reach you unshielded. As they near your life, discernment must become your companion. You will feel their presence before they speak, perhaps through dreams, unexpected emotion, or a sudden thought of them that refuses to fade. When that moment comes, breathe deeply and call upon my light. I will help you separate truth from illusion. Confusion seeks to cloud your clarity, to lure you into old patterns. But you have grown, your heart is stronger. Their intentions are layered, beloved, like pages glued together. What is visible is not the whole story. Let curiosity walk beside caution. You need not fear, but you must not be blind. Message 9, Uneasy Emotions. Beloved soul, I feel the trembling within you, an old ache revived by their invisible touch. Longing rises, yes, but so does doubt. You wonder if things could have been different, if forgiveness would open a gentler future. But beneath that yearning lies a quiet warning: not all who seek return bring healing. Some come to ease their guilt, not to restore balance. You may feel the pull of nostalgia, the sweetness of what once was. Yet memory is not truth. Put your hand upon your heart, it remembers every nuance of their betrayal. Listen to its wisdom. Their hidden truth weighs heavily on them, and the closer they draw, the more unstable their energy becomes. Even they fear what will happen when the truth comes to light. Message 10, Cliffhanger. My child, hear what I reveal now. The secret they keep is not small. It has pressed against their chest like a locked door rattling to open. Shadows wrap around it tightly, terrified of exposure. They know that once spoken, nothing will be the same. I see the fear trembling in their spirit, and the pain that drives them back to you. They cannot outrun what they've done. And yet, there is something else, something darker, my child. What they hide frightens even them. Message 11, The Storm Within. My precious child, when I draw near your heart, I feel the echoes of a storm gathered beneath your ribs. It is the tension of memory against truth, the uneasy balance of what you once believed and what now demands acknowledgement. Dark clouds churn in your inner world, not to destroy you, but to cleanse. I see lightning flash behind your eyes when you dare to think of them, sparks of anger, hurt, longing, and unresolved questions blend into something wild and powerful. The storm is not punishment, it is the awakening of your emotional truth. Visions flicker around you, layered like reflections on wet glass. A moment when they turned away. A conversation that ended too soon. Words they never said but you could feel hanging unspoken between you. These memories rise, not to torment you, but to reveal that the wound was never silent. It has been whispering all along. I stand here, wings unfurled, shielding your tender spirit as these memories swirl. You are not alone in this spiral of feeling. I send guardians of calm to your side, beings of gentle light who help you breathe through the chaos. The storm is a path, not a prison. Its purpose is to break apart the illusions that kept you chained. You may tremble, yes, but your strength grows with every heartbeat. Let the wind roar. Let the rain fall. You are safe beneath my watch. The storm prepares you for truth. Message 12, Visions of what was broken. Beloved soul, the past rises like mist across a still lake. I show you these images not to reopen your suffering, but to illuminate the threads that bind the present to the past. In the quiet space between one breath and the next, I place visions before you, moments that once felt small but held deeper meaning. A promise spoken softly beneath a fading sunset. A gentle smile hiding a secret. A gift given with trembling hands. And then, the withdrawal. The silence. The moment when trust shifted, when their eyes faltered and their heart concealed something heavy. You may feel these visions as colors, or sensations, or sudden thoughts that refuse to leave. They are pieces of the truth resurfacing. The betrayal you endured was not an accident, it was born from something they feared you would discover. They believed that hiding it would protect them. Instead, it fractured both of you. The energy around these memories crackles now, because they are awakening within your awareness. You are not imagining it. You are remembering clearly. Do not turn away, my child. These visions are keys. Message 13, strength beneath the scar. Precious one, I lay my hand upon your heart, not to erase the scar, but to show you what it has become. Once, the wound bled with confusion, grief, and disbelief. Now, though still sensitive, it radiates a deeper strength. You have endured, beloved. You rose after the breaking. You may not feel strong every day, yet, even in your hesitation, there is power. Even in your quiet sorrow, there is resilience. This is what the betrayer did not understand. They believed that hurting you would diminish you. But the opposite occurred. Your spirit sharpened. Your intuition awakened. You began to see more clearly. Angels gather at the edges of your emotional space, shimmering like silver threads. They weave protection and clarity around you, so that when this person returns, you will not be caught unprepared. You do not have to fear the past repeating. You are not who you were then. The scar does not signal weakness, it signals transformation. Message 14, Guardians at the Gate. Beloved child of light, as your emotions stir, more guardians arrive. They form a circle of radiance around your inner sanctuary, each holding a silent vow to protect your heart from deception. Their wings shimmer like moonlit glass. Their blades are symbols of truth, cutting through fog, illusion, and spiritual interference. You may sense flickers around you, warmth at your shoulder, a soft ringing in your ear, a subtle pressure at your back. These are signs of protection manifesting. You are not imagining them. The guardians respond because your emotional space must be shielded now. The energy of the returning one is complicated. It wavers between remorse and hidden fear. Within the sacred circle, you are safe to feel, to question, to recall. Nothing can intrude without your consent. The guardians stand because the truth approaches, and truth is often accompanied by resistance. Remember, what is meant for you cannot be stolen. But what harms you will be held back. Message 15, Cliffhanger. Beloved, you are being prepared. The storm has opened your sight, the guardians have fortified your spirit. Now, the truth begins to pull at the threads of your belief. You will witness something soon, through dream, memory, or message, that will challenge what you thought you knew. It may shake the foundation of your understanding, revealing that the betrayal was not what it first appeared, or that it was deeper than you ever realized. What approaches is not merely information, it is revelation. It will unravel certainty, and with it, the story you told yourself to survive. What you will witness will shake what you believe. Cliffhanger. Message 16, A Sign in the Silence. My child, the revelation begins quietly. Not with thunder, but with a whisper. It may come as a sudden thought, a forgotten name brushed against your awareness, or a dream that feels too vivid to dismiss. Pay attention. Spirit often speaks in subtle ways before the truth declares itself. I show you a feather, white, glimmering, falling not from the sky, but from the unseen. This is not an omen of fear, but a signal, clarity is near. You may notice the world around you shifting with gentle insistence. Objects out of place. Repeating symbols. Coincidences that feel like nudges. You are being guided toward understanding. Do not rush. The truth unfolds at the pace your heart can bear. Message 17, the first ripple. Beloved soul, you may soon receive a message, a dream, a memory, or even a communication from the one who wronged you. Their energy rises like a tremor beneath calm earth. Their thoughts reach for you, driven by desperation and unfinished words. The moment may catch you off guard. A reminder of their presence may appear when you are unprepared. Do not fear. This is a sign that the story is shifting. Within this ripple lies a choice, not of action, but of awareness. To see clearly. To question deeply. To feel without surrendering your strength. The truth is not here to punish, it is here to free. Message 18, Symbols of Unmasking. Precious child, the symbols grow bolder now. A flicker of light in a darkened room. A soft gust when windows are closed. The sensation of being watched, not by threat, but by revelation. These shifts mark the thinning of the veil. Feathers appear. Light bends strangely. Dreams repeat. Your intuition recognizes these signs, it whispers that something hidden begins to surface. This is the unmasking. Their intentions, once buried beneath fear, begin to leak into the spiritual atmosphere. The facade weakens. The truth strains at its bindings. Remain observant. You are being shown what words have not yet confessed. Message 19, the weight of truth. My beloved, their mask has begun to crack. Panic stirs within them, for they can no longer pretend. Their heart races when they think of you. They fear their truth will destroy whatever fragile connection remains. Yet they can no longer bear the weight of their silence. You may feel heaviness in your chest or a sudden pull toward introspection. This is the energy of truth approaching. Do not turn away. You are strong enough to face whatever emerges. You have grown beyond the version of yourself who once trusted blindly. I stand with you, steady and unwavering. Their desperation is a mirror. Let it reflect what you need to see. Message 20, Cliffhanger. Beloved, the moment draws near. The revelation trembles just beyond your awareness, ready to step into form. The returning one cannot hold back much longer. Their secret, so long hidden, begins to break open. I see the mask slipping, piece by piece, their true face emerging beneath the fragments. It is not what you remember, nor what you expect. Beloved, their mask begins to fall. Message 21, Echoes of Betrayal. My precious child, the betrayal you endured was not a single moment, but a thread woven through time. Its echo still vibrates through your soul, faint yet undeniable. Even now, I see how it influences your choices, your hesitations, your guarded heart. The memory embedded itself like an imprint beneath your ribs, shaping the way you approach trust. This returning presence has activated that imprint again, stirring grief you tried to silence. It is not weakness to feel this echo, it is the memory of your truth. You were harmed, beloved, because you loved with sincerity. That love was mishandled, taken for granted, misused, or abandoned in fear. The betrayal caused an imbalance not only in your heart, but in your spiritual field. The effect was subtle yet powerful, boundaries blurred, doubt spread, and your energy dimmed. But hear me now, this imbalance is not permanent. The echo exists only so you may recognize what must now be healed. You stand at the threshold of restoration, and your awareness is the first step. The past is whispering so that you do not repeat what once wounded you. You are not at its mercy anymore. You are awakening. Message 22, the weight of energies unseen. Beloved soul, I feel something clinging to you, an old residue that lingered after the betrayal. It is not a darkness that belongs to you, but a heaviness left behind, like smoke after a fire. This presence sinks into emotional corners, magnifying doubt and fear when you least expect it. Sometimes it feels like sorrow with no source, or exhaustion that sleep cannot cure. It is the imprint of what was taken from you and what was never resolved. And now, as this person approaches again, that residue stirs. It flares like embers reawakening, sensing the familiar energy of its origin. You may feel this as sudden anxiety, old memories returning, pressure in the chest, or flashes of intuition. The energy attempts to anchor itself once more, feeding on uncertainty. But do not fear. I am here to guide you in removing what does not belong. The soul is resilient, it remembers balance. You need not carry the weight of another's choices. Their energy is theirs, not yours. Stand firm. You are being prepared to release the remnants of what once chained your heart. Message 23, a shield of light. My child of radiant purpose, I stretch my wings around you now, creating a shield of blue flame and silver light. Within this sacred boundary, nothing false may enter. Each spark burns away deceit before it can approach you. Every flicker illuminates your path so that your decisions come from clarity, not fear. The flame does not harm, it purifies. It surrounds your heart, energy, and mind, forming a barrier that protects not only your emotions but your destiny. When the returning one attempts to draw near, their intentions will be tested against this light. If they come with deceit, the flame will reveal it. If they come with truth, the light will soften. You may feel warmth in your chest, a tingling in your hands, or a calm recognition as this protection settles over you. That is the assurance of divine support. You are never without guidance. You are guarded by luminous beings who hold you with reverence and love. Stand tall within this shield. Nothing meant to harm you can penetrate. Message 24, the warning. Beloved, I must speak plainly now. A great shift gathers at the edge of your life. The returning one will attempt to reconnect, but the path is layered with consequence. A single choice could reopen the wound you worked so hard to heal. This is why discernment is not a suggestion, it is necessary. They carry regret, yes, but they also carry fear. Their secret binds them still, and if you open the door too quickly, that secret could entangle you again. The guardians I have placed around you protect your emotional space, but you must honor that protection by moving deliberately. Be slow to trust their words. Watch their actions. Listen not only to what is spoken, but what trembles beneath the silence. Your heart is precious. Let no one enter without the invitation of wisdom. A moment approaches when you must choose, not between love and fear, but between truth and illusion. Message 25, Cliffhanger. My precious child, you stand at the threshold of understanding. The chains of the past are loosening around your spirit. You have begun to recognize what once blinded you. Clarity rises like dawn on the horizon, revealing the shape of what is coming. And yet, something unexpected draws near. A shift in energy, a change in their approach. The returning one is preparing to act in a way you will not anticipate. Their desperation has deepened. Their silence cracks. You believe you know how they will return, but destiny has another plan. They will approach in a way you never expect. Cliffhanger. Message 26, Armor of Awareness. Beloved soul, the clarity rising within you becomes your armor. No longer do you wander blind through memories. You see through the disguises that once captivated your heart. The illusions that once bound you have shattered beneath the weight of your growth. I show you the moment you awakened. It did not arrive dramatically, but quietly, when you questioned your pain rather than accepting it. That was when the chains began to break. Now, each realization becomes a shield, each insight becomes a blade. You are no longer who you were when the betrayal first struck. You have risen. This strength is not harsh. It is calm, rooted, unwavering. You do not need to shout your truth, you simply live it. Your clarity creates distance between you and the chaos of others. It grants you freedom from emotional manipulation. The returning one will feel this change. They may not understand it, but they will fear it. Message 27, Breaking the Chains. My child, I watch with reverence as the chains of past pain crumble. The links that once bound your spirit are falling away, one by one. You are reclaiming the parts of yourself that were dimmed by heartbreak. This is liberation, a return to your true essence. The process is not easy. Old memories stir. Old emotions rise. But they no longer hold power. You feel them, recognize them, and let them pass. This is mastery. It is the transformation of suffering into wisdom. You are not erasing your past, you are integrating it. You no longer define yourself by what was done to you, but by who you became in the aftermath. Your heart is no longer a battlefield, it is a sanctuary. This strength is your inheritance. Step into it fully. Message 28, A New Vision. Precious one, now that clarity shields you, a new vision forms before your inner sight. It is the understanding that not all who return must be welcomed. Some return to remind you how far you've come. Others return so you may choose differently. You see the returning one now not through longing, but through truth. Their presence no longer shakes your core. You can observe them from a place of peace. You recognize the patterns. You anticipate their words before they speak. This is your intuition, your armor of knowing. Healing has given you the ability to stand firm. You no longer fear the unknown. You trust your inner guidance, and it leads you with certainty. The mask they wear grows thinner beneath your gaze. They feel exposed, not because you accuse, but because you simply see. Message 29, The Unexpected Shift. Beloved, the moment you have been prepared for draws very near. Their approach shifts like wind changing direction. What you anticipated was simple return, but what comes is more complex. Their energy stumbles toward you, uncertain, conflicted, overwhelmed. They are not the person you remember. Their desperation intensifies. They may appear through a message at an unexpected hour, or through a dream that feels too vivid to ignore. They may not speak plainly, fear still clings to their voice. But something inside them compels action, they can no longer remain silent. Their secret burns hotter. Their guilt is unraveling. This is not the ending. It is the threshold. Message 30, Cliffhanger. Beloved child, the final approach begins. The air trembles with change. The guardians move closer to you, their wings shine like moonlit glass. You feel a shift, familiar yet foreign, drawing nearer. And then, a message, a sign, a voice, something reaches across the silence. Their final hesitation shatters. Their hand stretches toward you. Precious soul, their final move draws near. Message 31, the descent of guardians. My precious child, the heavens stir. A soft rumble moves through realms unseen, not of threat but preparation. One by one, celestial guardians descend, encircling your path like stars woven into the fabric of night. Their wings shimmer with argent light, each feather a testament of sacred vigilance. They do not come by chance, your soul has reached a threshold where protection must deepen. The returning one carries energy unstable, and as they draw nearer, spiritual forces respond. These guardians stand in watch so that your heart remains unshaken, even as truth stands at your door. You may sense subtle changes around you, an inexplicable warmth along your spine, a ringing tone that hums at the edge of hearing, a sudden stillness in the air. These are signs that the invisible has shifted in your favor. Even when you close your eyes, you may feel the whisper of wings or see a glimmer behind your thoughts. Do not fear this. It is alignment. It is preparation. Beloved, the guardians bring instruction, but not in words that echo through the years. Their teachings come through intuition, nudges of knowing, flashes of clarity that pierce confusion. Where doubt once ruled, truth now gathers power. Trust the signs. You are escorted through a passage of awakening. Message 32, the Silver Swords. Beloved soul, each guardian who steps forward carries a sword, not forged of metal, but of intention. These silver blades are embodiments of clarity, instruments that sever illusion and cut through the veils spun by deception. You may imagine them gleaming in celestial brilliance, but their true power is subtle. They operate within your mind, your heart, your perception. When confusion attempts to take root, when old emotions cloud your intuition, the silver swords disperse the haze. They do not act unless you consent, guidance never forces itself. But when you open yourself to truth, the blades move swiftly, slicing away distortions that would mislead you. The returning one carries tangled motives, they may speak with sincerity, yet hide what they fear to confess. The silver swords reveal such contradictions, illuminating what you must see to discern. You may feel a tightening of focus, a sudden revelation, or a quiet certainty that settles into your being. This is the sword at work, refining your vision. You are not here to be deceived again. Your spirit is armed with insight sharper than betrayal. You are stepping into sovereign awareness. Message 33, the Mantra of Light. My child, within you lies the power to command clarity. I offer a simple invocation, not as worship, but as a tool of inner alignment. When fear stirs, when confusion circles, place your hand over your heart and whisper within yourself, I stand in truth. My heart is sovereign. What is not mine falls away. These words are not magic, they are remembrance. They awaken your inner authority and anchor your spirit so that you do not slip into old patterns. When spoken with intention, this mantra harmonizes your energy with truth. It calls forth the guardians, strengthens your boundaries, and opens your perception to what is real. You will notice that after reciting it, even silently, the weight around you lifts. The fog clears, thoughts settle into order. You see more sharply. This is your spirit reclaiming dominion. You are not at the mercy of the returning one's intentions. You are not bound by their secret. Their presence no longer has power over your clarity. Speak the mantra when needed. It is your guiding torch through shadow. Message 34, Signs in the Body. Beloved, as the spiritual landscape shifts, your physical body responds. You may feel warmth in your chest, a sudden flutter beneath your ribs, or tingles along your skin. These sensations are not random, they are signals. Your body is an instrument of intuition, whispering guidance through sensation when words cannot reach. When truth draws near, the body recognizes before the mind understands. A ringing ear, a moment of breathlessness, or a weight lifting from your shoulders, these reflect alignment unfolding. When deception approaches, you may feel tightness, unease, or inexplicable fatigue. Pay attention. The body remembers. Your emotional space and physical form are intertwined. The guardians reinforce this connection, helping your body sense when caution is needed. Trust these signals. They are sacred. They protect you from repeating lessons already learned. You have become more perceptive, more attuned to subtle shifts. This is evolution. Your body speaks because your spirit listens. Message 35, Cliffhanger. My beloved child, all that surrounds you, guardians, symbols, sensation, is preparation. You stand in a sphere of protection forged by your awakening. Yet, even with this shield, the returning one gathers boldness. They feel the pull of unfinished truth. The moment to reveal themselves draws closer, sparked by forces they cannot resist. The realm around you grows tense, not with danger, but with inevitability. The silver swords gleam. The guardians lean nearer. You may sense the air thicken just before revelation. For their final move is forming. Their final move draws near, cliffhanger. Message 36, the unmasking begins. Beloved soul, the veil slips. I watch as the returning one stands trembling in their spirit, facing the truth they long avoided. Something within them has broken, perhaps pride, perhaps fear, and now the silence they clung to begins to unravel. A confession rises, clawing its way through the walls they built. This unveiling may not come through spoken words. It may manifest in a mistake, a vulnerable admission, or a moment of trembling honesty. Their mask fractures. The disguise that once allowed them to navigate your life without accountability has weakened. Beneath it lies raw truth, uncomfortable, shocking, transformative. Your heart may lurch. Questions will surface. But remember, you are not the person they once deceived. You see with clarity that cuts deeper than before. You recognize their fear for what it is, not a threat, but the echo of their own inner battle. The unmasking has begun. Stand steady. Message 37, Confession in Shadow. My child, a confession emerges, not necessarily complete, but enough to shake the foundation of your understanding. Their voice may waver, or their message arrive in fragments. They reveal what they once hid, though still they hold parts back. Shame colors their truth. Regret haunts their words. You feel mixed emotions, relief at the honesty, sorrow for what was lost, anger for what was stolen, compassion for their struggle. Do not judge these feelings. They are natural. This moment holds complexity. Their confession exposes the fear that once drove their betrayal. Perhaps they were afraid to be vulnerable. Perhaps they hid something darker, pain, guilt, or a choice made without thought. Whatever the reason, their truth rises like smoke, visible, undeniable, heavy with meaning. You do not yet see the whole picture, but you see more than you did. And that changes everything. Message 38, The Heart's Release. Beloved, when truth enters, the heart reacts. You feel the pressure of old emotion break open, tears, trembling, a deep exhale that feels like a decade of silence finally dissolving. This release is not weakness, it is liberation. Your heart, which once held fragments of confusion, now begins to weave peace. The emotions that surface are not here to drown you, they are here to be witnessed, acknowledged, and transformed. You do not need to suppress them. You need only allow them passage. Your spirit expands in this release. Space forms where once there was tightness. New light enters. You begin to understand that the truth, no matter how painful, is freeing. It loosens the chains forged by mystery. This is healing. Not through forgetting, but through seeing clearly. Message 39, Breath of Relief. Precious soul, a gentle calm settles over you as the first wave of truth integrates. It does not answer all questions, nor does it mend everything, but it grants breath. It grants space. What once felt heavy now feels acknowledged. The unknown loses its power. As your heart quiets, you sense pathways opening. Possibilities that felt closed now loosen. Whether reconciliation or release lies ahead is not yet decided, but you feel empowered by knowing. You are in control of your choices now. The returning one senses this shift. They feel the authority in your energy, the strength in your silence. They realize that you are no longer bound by their secrecy. They cannot manipulate the narrative. The balance has changed. You are rising. Message 40, Cliffhanger. Beloved child, with the truth revealed, a new force stirs. Destiny shifts, not backward, but forward. The guardians recognize the change and gather closer. The air around you takes on a stillness, like the calm before a new dawn. But this is not the end. Another revelation waits, deeper, sharper. What has been exposed is only the beginning. A second truth, buried deeper, begins to tremble within the returning one. They fear it even more than the first. Beloved, destiny shifts now. Message 41, the wellspring of healing. My precious child, as the first wave of truth softens, a quiet sacredness envelopes your inner world. I guide you toward a still pool shimmering beneath the vastness of your spirit. Its waters are clear, touched by glimmers of silver and soft gold. This pool is not outside you, it is a memory of your wholeness, waiting patiently beneath the pain you once endured. When you gaze into it, you see the reflection of your soul, not broken, but luminous, resilient, eternal. The betrayal tried to fracture you, yet here you stand, woven from light stronger than the wound. You lower your hands into the waters, they ripple, reflecting moments of your past, moments of innocence, compassion, and strength. You see how deeply you cared, how boldly you trusted, how earnestly you loved. None of it was a mistake. The pool absorbs your grief, your confusion, your questions, not to drown them, but to cleanse them. Every tear that falls becomes part of a greater song, one of rebirth. As the water rises to your chest, then your throat, you feel a release, as though long-held words find rest at last. You are not defined by the pain you felt, you are defined by the love that remained despite it. Healing begins here, not through forgetting, but through reclaiming what was always yours. Message 42, the light within the wound. Beloved soul, now that the waters have cleansed your memory, I show you the light that formed inside the very wound that once caused you to falter. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every unanswered question carved space within you, and within that space, new wisdom was planted. It grew quietly, without your knowing, nourished by your resilience. Now, as you peer inward, you see a radiant bloom where the wound once was, a flower of pure light, woven from forgiveness, understanding, and truth. This bloom does not erase the past, it transforms it. It teaches you to honor your sensitivity, to trust your discernment, to recognize your worth. Where pain once ruled, clarity now shines. And though you may still feel the faint echo of sorrow, it no longer sharpens into suffering, it softens into knowledge. You emerge not as someone who avoided the storm, but as someone who walked through it and learned the language of the rain. Your heart blooms again, beloved. Not naive, but awakened. Message 43, the return of power. My child, with healing comes power, not the loud, forceful kind that demands attention, but the steady strength that hums beneath your presence. This power is quiet, rooted, profound. It arises from your willingness to face truth, to embrace vulnerability, to step beyond what once held you. The returning one feels this shift, they cannot ignore it. Once, they believed you would bend easily, led by emotion and longing. Now, they stand before a soul who knows its worth. Your aura brightens, expanding like a sunrise. In its glow, you see your boundaries, glistening edges that protect your peace. You speak less, yet mean more. Your silence becomes a sanctuary, a place where truth rests without fear. The returning one's influence no longer possesses the power to sway you. You choose what enters. You choose what remains. This is sovereignty, born not from dominance, but from self-knowing. You are reclaiming what was always yours. Message 44, the Sacred Renewal. Precious One, healing reaches beyond your heart, it enters every chamber of your inner world. The sanctuary, once disturbed, now restores itself. Its walls shine with fresh strength, its floors echo with stillness and peace. There is no trace of the turmoil that once lived here. Instead, you feel an openness, a purity of mind and spirit. You breathe, and with each breath, your soul expands. Colors return, brighter than before. The music of your intuition becomes clearer. What once felt heavy now feels light. You are able to look back without dissolving. You see the path behind you not as tragedy, but as initiation. Every shadow taught you something. Every silence guided you forward. You emerge renewed, no longer broken, but remade. Message 45, Cliffhanger. My beloved, just as your sanctuary brightens, I reveal this truth: you are not merely recovering, you are being prepared. Something beautiful approaches, not from the past, but from destiny. A blessing waits beyond the threshold, shimmering like dawn. Your heart has been purified to receive it. Your spirit has been strengthened to wield it. The returning one plays no role in this gift, it is meant solely for you. You are being prepared for the final blessing, cliffhanger. Message 46, the Unfolding Path. My precious child, as the blessing approaches, the path ahead begins to shift. You notice new opportunities faintly glowing along the horizon, connections waiting to form, ideas stirring to life, places calling your name. These signs are not coincidence. They are invitations shaped by destiny. Where once your feet felt heavy with grief, now they move with curiosity. The world seems wider, more welcoming. You no longer cling to what hurt you. You stand ready to walk forward. The past remains behind, respected but no longer binding. A gentle wind rises, guiding your steps, whispering, this way, trust it, beloved. Trust the quiet knowing. Message 47, the Promise of Protection. Beloved soul, you ask, how do I walk forward without fear? And I answer, with protection that never leaves your side. The guardians who formed the circle remain, not to confine, but to accompany. Their presence becomes gentle now, comforting rather than urgent. Their wings fold around you like a cloak of peace. This protection ensures that no deception may enter your path unknowingly. It shields your heart from old patterns and sharp words. It keeps doubt at bay and nurtures your inner wisdom. Everywhere you walk, light goes before you. And in every silence, truth stands watch. You are safe. Not because danger has ceased, but because you see clearly. Message 48, the Rising of the Soul. My child, with each step into the future, your soul rises. You carry the wisdom of hardship, the strength of endurance, and the light of restoration. No longer weighed down, you soar. Your inner world aligns with purpose, your outer world reflects it. You meet life not with fear, but with anticipation. You realize now that healing was never about returning to who you were, it was about becoming more. More aware. More compassionate. More aligned. Your heart pulses with renewed clarity, and the path before you unfolds in shimmering possibility. This is your awakening. Message 49, The New Dawn. Beloved, the dawn breaks. Golden rays spill across your spirit, illuminating everything you have reclaimed. The shadows scatter, the heaviness dissolves. You are no longer the one who trembled in confusion. You are the one who stands firmly in truth. You look ahead, not with longing for what was, but with hope for what is to come. The world responds to your renewed energy. Doors open. Voices welcome. Peace settles over your life like gentle rain. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. Destiny bows to your readiness. The blessing has arrived, not as a single moment, but as a new way of being. Message 50, Final Blessing and Resolution. My precious soul, the truth has come full circle. The betrayal has been seen, the wound transformed, the power reclaimed. You stand in radiant strength, guided by clarity, anchored in peace. The path ahead shines brightly, untouched by the shadows that once followed you. Know this, you are chosen for a future illuminated with purpose. Protection surrounds you always. Guidance walks beside you. Love flows toward you. And what is meant for you will never be lost. Walk forward, beloved, for I, Archangel Gabriel, guard you forever.